One quick question. We were talking earlier about commercial transactions, and obviously the commission on some of these transactions are range from say 2 to 6%. On a typical business transaction, what can a business broker expect to be paid as a commission?
Typically 10 to 15%, depending on the size of the transaction. And it's business brokers typically in our contract that we use as business brokers, it typically has a percentage with a minimum fee. And so you might have a contract that's like at 12% with a minimum fee of 20 grand or something like that. And if that's how the contract is set up and you sell a business for 100,000, well, that 20 grand minimum is what's in effect. So then in that case, it's 20%, right? So I think that, in general, business sales tend to be more complicated transactions. And that's why there's a minimum fee there. But most, when you get up into the 3 million, 5 million, $10 million deals, obviously that 10% drops, right? And then there's what's called a modern Lehman scale. So you might do like 10% on the first million, 9% on the second million, 8% on the third, 7% on the fourth, and then 6% on everything after that. So there's a lot of different ways to do commissions in business brokerage. Just like anything else, it's all negotiable. I mean, commercial real estate, your fees are negotiable. I'm pretty sure it's that way in every state. The other thing to understand about business brokerage, there's only 17 states that require a license. The others don't. So you're really just acting as like a business consultant. And in that case, you do whatever you want because there's no regulations. It's completely unregulated. Although I would say that your safest bet, if you're transacting in a non-licensed state, is to act as if you're transacting in your own state and follow your own license requirements. That way, if there's ever any issues, you could say, well, I did the same thing I would do. I followed all the regulations that are required in my own local state. And if it's a non-licensed state, then, certainly that would be better than just making it up and doing whatever you want. Kind of a free for all. Does that make sense?
It does. Thank you.